Hey Trav, I just wanted to walk you through a couple of things that you can learn and maybe do in the short term, and then we'll find somebody else to do, and I'll just keep giving you higher and higher level skills. But it's good for you to know all the pieces of the puzzle and be familiar with them so you could go and replicate this on your own no matter what. So the first goal is to identify who is a player in a market. So when you want to do that, you want to search as if you are searching in that location. So Google will give you the results that you would find as if you're in that location. So there's a couple different ways you can do that. There's brightlocal.com is another website that allows you to search as if you're in another location. But I just recently found this one, and it's called isearchfrom.com. So here you just go, and if you put on the country United States, then you don't have to monkey through all the menu. And then language, you want to put English, obviously. And then I can put the city. So in this case, I'm going to go to maps, and I'm going to be looking around Austin, Texas. This is happening in the moment. I've kind of thought a little bit about where I want to go, but Austin is too big, at least right now, to do. I mean, I could do it, but I think I'm going to have more. I'm going to have more impact if I try to do a smaller suburb like Round Rock or even Temple, where my mom lives, which is right up here. So see, that's a pretty decent sized market. Temple, Killeen, Round Rock, Georgetown. Any of those would be good opportunities. So let's just take Temple, for example. So I'm going to say Temple, and then it gives me the option of where the cities are. And again, I'm going to say personal injury. Close this out. So these are the results. See, this is Page Tool to test ads or whatever. So this is not a real search. I mean, it's a real search, but you can't get you can't just click on these because of the way the page is set up from this search form. So you see, I have in the map pack Zinda Law Firm, no reviews. Joel Lowry, no reviews. Social Security Law Office, I don't know what that is. It doesn't. It says personal injury attorney, but it may not even be relevant. I don't know, Social Security Law Office. That sounds crazy. These two guys don't even seem to have websites. So this could be a really solid low-hanging fruit opportunity. So one thing you want to do is go through and see, the way Dan teaches it is if you find the three in the map pack, if they're not on the organic listings also, which these are considered organic listings, not in the map pack, the ones below on the first page, then it's considered a good opportunity for low-hanging fruit, because that means that there is no dominant player in that market, that locally. So I'm going to look here and just say, is it Lowry, Zinda? I'm going to look here and see, these are NOLO. These are like aggregators, American Bar Association. Here's another attorney. Okay, so this is the same scenario as the one that I did in Beaumont. So if you watch that video, same scenario. I have three players. I don't know if these are actually players, but the three who show up in the map pack. And then I have one more actual law firm that shows up in organic. So I'm going to say William T. Wilson. .com. I'm going to pull up his website. And then I'm going to try to find these two websites. So I'm going to say Zinda Law Group. Yep, there we go. Around Austin. Joel Lowry. I can just say attorney. Temple, you said. Temple, Texas. And see, this guy does not even have a website. So he may not be a good a good potential client, because if he doesn't have a website at all, that means he probably either has some kind of a practice where he doesn't need one. Maybe he's definitely entrenched in the local market. He's not a believer, in other words, probably, if he doesn't have one yet. But he just graduated in '05, so I don't know. He has a Facebook page, so I'm not really sure about that. Doesn't have a website. I mean, you could potentially reach out to him to see if he's. Oh, here it is, right here. My Belton Lawyer. Okay, let's see. Is that going to give me where I want to go? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so he does have a website. For some reason, it's not showing up in the map pack. So that means that when he started his Google business page, he did not attach his website to it. So he's getting here organically, but he's not even optimized. So this screams opportunity here because nobody is even playing the game, it looks like. And anybody who has, anybody who starts to play the game could come in and crush all three of these guys like in a heartbeat. So what was the other one? Social Security Law Office. Let's see if we can find that. Here, let me look at it here. Social Security Law Office. See, they don't have a website attached either. Social Security, Best Temple Social Security, disability lawyers. Let's see what that is. That's not it. Social Security lawyers. What a weird name for a law firm. I'm going to have to say Social Security Law Office. Maybe I can search the address and see if something else comes up for that. So you just kind of have to monkey around with it until you find what's going on. See, Law Office of Daniel Cunningham. This could be a location where there are several offices, but it could be this guy. That's probably because I'm on a VPN. Let's turn that off. Yelp is kind of contrary about that. Okay, back up. Now let's see if it'll let me. There we go. Get directions. Doesn't look like there's a website. So Daniel Cunningham, unclaimed. See, unclaimed profile. Whew, that's a tough one. Block that. So I'm just gonna show this as an example when I create the video to show people how low-hanging this fruit is right here. To show people how easy it is, because this is not even a player at all, and they're in the map pack, right? So then we would go to page 2, which I'll right-click on that because I want to save page 1 up here. And then I will, see, we already got this guy. He was organic on the first page too. Let's see if I can, oh wow, why is that? Personal injury in Las Vegas. I don't know why he's showing up. Personal injury in Las Vegas. Let me just see what that site looks like. Oh yeah, it won't let me get it. Wait a minute. I think if I copy this, copy link address, I think it still won't let me. If I come off of that page, yeah, see, it won't let me go directly to the website from that page because the way I searched. Ask Adam Kuttner. Let's see what that is. AskAdamKuttner.com. Vegas. See this site? I don't know why this guy's coming up in Vegas. It's not that relevant. I don't know why it's coming up. cureandfrancis.com. That's another one. Second page. There we go. Cure and Francis. These guys are a little bit older, 40 years. They look like old school guys. Just have to check out the metrics. I'd still shoot them an email with the video, but you know, some of those older guys, they don't want to deal with anything. They're already entrenched in their own business model. So here we're teeing up. Oh, what happened there? There we go. So here we're teeing up the who we're going to play with in the video. So this would be very helpful for me if I gave you the niche, personal injury, and the location, if you did this part. So then we would go to, let me see where. Okay, so here is my Google sort of spreadsheet. I'm calling it 10x Lead Gen Attorney Outreach Master. So all of this stuff came from another project that I worked on with the litigation trainer a couple of years ago, and we aggregated a boatload of information about different law firms, their partners, and emails. So you can see this is quite extensive. There's probably 1,500 people in this matrix. So I can pick out law firms when it makes sense and you know, reach out to these people, and I just have it in here because I want to have it as a foundation and have access to it. So anyway, I have that. That's an asset, really. So in this sheet right here, I'm calling sent. So this is where I'll have my working document. So what the next step of what I would want you to do is to find the emails of the partners in these firms that I've identified, right? So if we come down here, let me see which way I want to do it. Maybe that's a merge cell issue. Format, merge, unmerge. Clear formatting. There we go. All right. So that's what I should have done before. All right. So if I come up here, then I can just keep adding rows. If I highlight them, right click, go insert above, and then I can highlight those, right click, insert above, highlight those, right click, insert above. It's pretty cumbersome, but apparently that's just the way spreadsheets work. So that should be plenty of space. So I'm going to try to match the color here. So I'm going to keep a couple up there so that it'll be easier to do it next time. I'm going to go here and it's a little bit lighter than that. Okay. So we're going to call it Temple Personal Injury. Okay, you can highlight the whole row and bold it, make it bigger, boom. There we are. So the next thing I want to do is I want to add the name of the firm, the location, and the site. Location is going to be Temple in this case, so don't worry about that too much. So we had our first player in the map pack was Zynda. So let's start with Zynda. I'll put them in order here. So Zynda. Wow, with nationwide reach. Okay, I won't deal with that. Firm, Zynda. Firm. Website. Okay. So now if we want to find the emails for these people, these attorneys, we can say our team attorney profile. Let's see how big the firm is. Okay, so we have a lot of members of the firm, right? So we want to try to get this guy, Jack Zenda. We can go here and see if he has his email. Most of the time they don't. So I can go to, let's go here and open hunter.io. hunter.io. I have an account there with my 10x. So I'm going to copy the law firm name, just the firm name plus, yeah, see it brings it up, 3 results. And so it tells me Carson, Cumberworth, and Slav, whatever that is. We'll go Carson, what do you say? Cumberworth. Carson, Cumberworth. I think I saw a Carson in here. So they have their email structure somewhere, in some other format. So I would look up John C. Zenda, like this. See if I can come up with some kind of a, yeah, see here's the state bar. Sometimes their emails are on there and sometimes not. This just takes you through the state bar site. It doesn't actually give you the email. So I could try this also. I could go at zendalaw.com. Crap. And I put it in parentheses to see if something comes up with the email, with Zenda's email. And I don't see it. Let's see if we can go. What did he call himself? Zach or something like that? Jack. Nope. What if I go J Zenda? Nope. So this one's a little bit tough to find. Crazy. Where did I put? Yeah. So S-Lock, J Cumberworth, Carson. So see, these are different formats, different structures with first initial and last name, and then this one just has a first or a last name, and this one I don't know what that is. That's a little difficult to find. Shit. What if I just go, forget his name, and just go at Zenda? Come on. See how he has, see when it said nationwide reach? On the first page it said nationwide reach. Yeah, nationwide reach. So see what he's doing here? Where am I? See, you can see he has Zenda Law Group Phoenix, Zenda Law Group Tucson. So he has a bunch of different domains. So it's really going to be kind of hard to find him and his specific email unless let's try this. Jack Zenda email. Yeah, see, he has offices all over the friggin' place. That means he would be a great client. Your email address will not be published. Well, let's see if I have him in my other. I'm sure if he's in here. Nope. All right. Okay. Well, Zenda Injury Lawyers, Fort Worth. See, there's something at ZD Firm. So let's look up in here. Oh, that's what I looked up before. ZD Firm. Shit. So he's in there. So here's what I would do. This is kind of an anomaly, but it's also, it happens. You can't really always predict what's going to happen. So if I go ZD Firm, I see that they have first letter, last name. I'm going to start with that for him. And I'm going to go J Zenda. At ZD Firm. J Zenda at ZD Firm. And then I'm going to go back. I can't really see who else is a player there because I don't want to just email a bunch of. See, that's a partner, Joe Caputo, partner profile. Maybe some of these others say associate. Yeah, attorney profile. So if he's putting these guys at the top because they're partners, that's attorney. So we know Caputo's a partner. This guy's a little bit older. Is he a partner? Okay, so let's just go in the interest of time and just do Caputo because it says he's a partner. I'm going to say J Caputo. J Caputo at zdfirm.com. So let's leave it at that. I mean, that was really cumbersome. So that gives you an idea of how much of a pain in the ass this can be. But, it's called prospecting, and it's like the end result is that if you get these guys engaged, I mean, these guys have multiple websites. I mean, they could be $100,000 a year client, literally. So look at it like that. 10 minutes of research to get that potential is like, hey, I'll throw a bone out there, or I'll throw a hook in the water. So let's go next to Lowry. That's this guy, mybeltonlawyer.com, and let's see about, looks like a sole practitioner. He is not going to have his email up there, most likely. They always have these. That's fine. We'll get them one way or the other. So let's go search his domain on Hunter. Nothing's found. So then we can go back and do Joel M. Lowry. Let's just look here. Joel M. Lowry, attorney email. And sometimes these guys will have given talks for, some legal. See, here it is right here. No, that's Joel Mann. They'll have given talks for some kind of group or something like that and given their email, and somehow it gets posted, and a bunch of different things can happen that can get the email out there. Let's see. Joel M. Lowry. These are very complicated. The ones that you're seeing right now are very complicated. Let's see. Contact. Legal directories. Belton. Let's see, he's not just going to put his email up there. Explore lawyers. Lowry. What that? Crap. Unfortunate. Attorney contact. Yellow pages. There it is, but he's not. He's not going to list his email on there. Another way I can look and see is sometimes you can look, if I go right click here and go view page source, and then I go Command F to look for the @ symbol. There we go. Wait a minute. To look for the @ symbol. Oh, there's 280 of them. So that would be no. Because sometimes you can see if, for example, in the page itself, like he has to designate the email where this form is sent to. So let's look for Strives. Strives to respond to all, and see if there were anything in here that's in the framework of that form. So that's page 97, that's line 977. So let's go back here and see. There we go, 977. Yeah, see, nothing in there has an email. Because that's 977, that's where that form is located. So I don't understand why there isn't an email where that's going to. Seriously, this is the hardest ones, you know? I mean, it doesn't get any harder than this. Usually pretty straightforward. So, not really sure what to do about that at the moment, other than Avo. So here's what I would do for this one, because it's so cumbersome, is once I get the video created, I'm just gonna write him a message through this form, and it's gonna go wherever it goes, and just whatever happens, happens. Okay, so we're gonna say Joel Lowry. Joel Lowry. Where is that? Yeah, over here. And then I'm just going to say contact form on site. And then he can either contact me or not. Doesn't matter. I'd like to get it to him because the research is going to have, be enlightening for him. So, Social Security Law Office, obviously we're not going to get to that. And then the next one would be these guys, William T. Wilson, attorney profile, sole proprietor, solo practitioner, however you want to say it. Let's see if he's in there. And Hunter. No emails found. Great. So I want to go William T. Wilson. I can do it like this. Just put the at William T. Wilson and see if any emails can come up. Contact us. See, he has a Texas Board of Specialization there. Send email. Yeah, that's going to go through the site. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before and go right click, view page source. Try to go William T. Wilson. Nothing comes up. Okay, well, This is really tough. That's not happening. This isn't happening. See, that's a FindLaw website. That means he's paying FindLaw for this website. They give him a simple site and keep it updated and everything. Doesn't mean I can't help him. Great looking site. So I think what I'm going to do on this strategy when this happens is William T. Wilson is I'm just going to use the form. This is not ideal for me personally. I would much rather have the actual email because then I can track it and see if they open it. But it is what it is at this point. And then the fourth one is Cure and Francis. So I'm going to go leave a little bit of space in between. Cure and Francis. Okay, let's see what we can find here. Cure and Francis. Hunter.io. No emails found. Shit. So, same thing. I'm going to go here, do the same kind of search. Cure and Francis. Let's see. Let's see what are these guys' names. Oh, that's, wait a minute. There we go. Attorney profiles. So J Cure. You could search J Cure. Not seeing it. A lot of times you can confirm it because it'll just come up in one of these things, J Cure, you know, at whatever. So let's try J Francis. For showing results for Francis. So maybe he just uses Francis at. Damn it. Coming up donuts on this shit, buddy. Cure. Donuts. Fuck. This really sucks. Yeah, I'm getting no love over here because sometimes they'll have written papers or have presentations online where they presented papers and things like that. So a lot of times you can get them that way. I mean, there's just a bunch of different ways that they can come up, but literally have come up donuts on all of these. So I would say, in the interest of just moving forward, that I would just do this form strategy and you know, it is what it is. LinkedIn. don't know. I guess I'm just going to use the form again. So that's really not ideal, but I'm going to go for it. So there we go. Let's see, where is the next page? That's the second page. Curie Francis, CD Law Firm. There's another one, Carlson Attorneys. Let's see what that's all about. Carlson Attorneys.com. Oh, what the heck? CarlsonAttorneys.com. Oh, I forgot the R. See how this works, bro? We can definitely hire somebody to do this a lot easier. Not maybe a lot easier, but it's just so we don't have to do it. Carlson Law Firm. Where are you guys? Craig Carlson. So let's see here. Carlson Attorneys. These guys go through great lengths to hide their emails sometimes. There we go. So here's the way it should work. The way it should work is that you put in the domain name into hunter.io and all of the emails come up, or however many you need. So if you hover over this, C. Carlson, click, then it's just going to copy the email. Come right over here. Oh, we're going to have to go 5. This is going to be, we'll say page 2. And what did I say these guys' names were? This is Carlson Attorneys. That's fine. This is going to be, here's the way I'm doing it. Craig Carlson. Carlson. I can just go like this to put the domain. There we go. So there's Craig Carlson. So let's see if they're, clearly he's the top dog over there. Oh, see, partner, Steve Walden. Steve Walden's a partner, so let's try to get him on the mix. It's probably going to be the same structure here. Okay, so I would just go S. Walden. See, Steve Walden. V. S. Walden. There's Steve Walden. All right. Come on. Okay. Edna Elizondo. Edna Elizondo. That's dope. I do the same thing. Elizondo. I would keep it at 3 or 4 partners. That's E. Elizondo. Because I don't want it to look like I'm just spamming everybody in the firm. Oh, there's Vicky Carlson. She's probably his wife, so we would definitely nail her. V. Carlson. So I would keep it at that. Okay, so let's see if there's one more firm over here that we can get down with. We're on page 2 right now. I want to go to page 3. Who else is on here? Michigan. Why don't we have Detroit, Michigan attorneys showing up? Delaware. It's so weird. Alabama. All right. So this was not. Oh, here's a good one. MBA attorneys, because they're in Killeen, which is close by. So let's go MBA attorneys. MBAattorneys.com. Okay. Go grab that domain. See what the attorneys look like. You have a few, that's good. Let's see if they are going to make it easy on us. Info, great. Let's see. Email me. See if you hover over email and you look to the left bottom, sometimes it'll tell you the email if it goes directly there, but it looks like it's more through a form. If I click on that, yeah, see it's through a form. So that's no bueno. So we say Glenn. Here, let's just copy it. Email. It's not going to be through any of those sites. Commercial property listings. Here's something now. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why it came up there. That doesn't have anything to do with it. See, here's like a lecture, but it's not this particular guy. Let's just go with Glenn. Forget the W. Address. See how this shows you the structure? So that's probably MICHALK. So that's probably the structure. I don't know why Hunter didn't show it, but I'm inclined to take this clue right here and just use that as the structure. So I would say 6. I'll go back and get that. So what is this guy's? F. So the name of the firm is Milchak, Beatty, and so I'm just going to say MBA. I'm not going to go through that. MBA attorneys. Here's the website. Right there. Glenn. What is his damn name? Mychok. Okay. Go back to attorneys. He's of counsel, but he's so go for the name partners. Milchak, Beatty, and Alconzer. So J. Beatty. Yeah, J. Beatty. J. Well, what would you say? J. Yeah, J actually. J. BT. So if I go like this, I could just go JBT. On this one, it would be G. Mychok. Okay. And then the last one is going to be Alconzer. Manuel Alcozer. Manuel Al Kozer. I can just go like that. Go M. Al Kozer. Okay, so now we have, I think this is page 3. And we could even look to see if there's one more, because I want to send it to Gentry Law, Feldman Shepherd, Baltimore, Waco. These are people who are paying for ads. That's Google AdWords. Serious injury recovery, injury check. Texas accident firm. So we'll hammer those guys later. But okay, so we have 6 firms here. Remember I said we wanted to reach out to about 8 firms per research session like we're doing right now. Obviously, these 3 are not ideal. These 2 are our ideal. This one, remember, I'm guessing kind of on these emails. These I couldn't even find. These came up, no problem. This I'm pretty certain is the right structure. But let's see if maybe even if we go to page 5. I mean, that's kind of way back there. I would like to hit 8 firms. But this is a smaller market, so I don't think I'm going to get that luxury. So maybe what I will do is I will reach out to these guys. So let's say Lorenz and Lorenz. And so the good thing about the Google AdWords and seeing somebody advertising there is already for certain they're paying for advertising. So these guys they're used to paying for advertising. They're aggressive about it. And, it's very clear that that's what's happening. Fortunately, I'm not getting any emails for them. So let's see, Ted Lorenz. Email me. It's a form, standard form. I'm going to say search Ted Lorenz. Ted Lorenz. That's how you spell his name, right? Ted Lorenz, yeah. Ted Lorenz, where am I? Here. Yeah, Ted Lorenz. So we've already been to their site. Okay, see here? These are the clues that you should be looking out for. See how that's Austin accident attorney? Okay. So that looks like it's just T. Lorenz. But let's search on here. See, these guys have multiple sites. See, that's not even showing up. But another thing we can do is we can go, let's go T. Lorenz at accident. At Austin accident. Okay, so then we can try to get a confirmation. I'm not getting it. Search instead for T. Lorenz. Let's search for Lorenz. Well, based on that other thing, I'm going to say that I can be relatively certain. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go. So I'm going to call this AdWords 7. Lorenz and Lorenz. And I'm going to go Ted Lorenz. Do that. Boom. And I'm going to call it T Lorenz at, and then I'm going to go put the website up there. I'm going to say that's also Lorenz and Lorenz.com. What does that accident one look like? See, it just forwards directly to Lorenz and Lorenz. Okay, so then who was the other partner there? I think it was Leslie Lorenz. So these are Lorenz and Lorenz, Leslie Lorenz. So I'm going to go here and go Leslie Lorenz. Leslie Lorenz. All right. So we got 7 firms now on this. So I'm going to go here one more time. And I'll make this be the last one. Texas Accident Firm. I'm going to go 8. Tex. I spelled it out right. No, TX. Oh, I'm spelling it out. Texas Accident Firm. Texas Accident. Wait a minute. Let me see here. Texas Accident Firm.com. Okay. So now I'm going to go to Hunter. Let's see if it's in there. No emails found. Dang it. All right, so we'll just go here. Oh yeah, okay, so Texas Accident Firm. Okay. Free attorney consultation. Okay, so Joel Levine, law office of Joel Levine. We know Joel's paying for ads. I don't want live support. I want to know Joel's email address. Say Joel Levine and Daniel Smith. So I'm going to go, let's go here. Joel Levine. Go Texas Accident Firm. See what comes up. I'm going to go Joel Levine, attorney, Texas attorney. Texas attorney. See what comes up there. Say email. Injury Lawyers, Austin, Texas. See, that's another domain that this guy has. It's the same guy. Yeah, see, Joel Levine, Daniel Smith. So maybe they're under this domain. There it is, Joel Levine. Joel at Injury Lawyer, Austin, Texas. So sometimes you just have to stick with it. I mean, it is cumbersome, but Joel. And then I'm going to call it also, what's the other guy's name? Dan? Ooh, is it Dan or Daniel? Oh, yeah, right, Hunter. So he calls himself Daniel on the site. So I'm going to, and he calls himself Daniel here, so I'm going to call him Daniel. Daniel Smith. So I'm going to say, and it might not get to him if he doesn't have his email at the same site. But they should, because if they're partners and they're giving their emails out to clients, then they need to have some kind of of a solid structure. All right, so I'm going to close this out. So here's our 8 firms. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 emails and 3 contact, maybe 13 emails and 3 contact forms. Okay, so now, so this is what I would need you to do, this part of it. And again, shouldn't take this long. It should take about half the time. But, you know, number one, I was trying to show you clearly, hopefully, what's happening. And number two, you know, none of these were easy really until we got down here. I mean, the first 3 or 4 were about as hard as they could possibly get. But you stick with it and see each one of these could be a $2,500 client a month. So, you know, it's worth it to do an hour worth of research to get to the right people, and then, you know, make the video. So that's my next step, is to make the video. So I apologize this went so long, but you know, that'll give you something to work off of. And so what I'll do is I'll share this this sheet with you, and then I will have different ones teed up here, like, you know, maybe we'll go to some other areas around Texas and do personal injury. We'll just stick with some suburbs around Texas, around the major cities, and do personal injury for now. Because there's just, that could take us months, you know, of that. There's just so much meat on the bone to be had there. But it's the same scenario. You can go to hunter.io and just put in your email, and you get a free account. I think there's a certain number of searches you can do on a free account, so I would just give you mine, but I think you're limited to the number of searches, so it would be good if we each had one, and then eventually, if I need to, I'll just pay for it, but I don't think we'll need to. I think you can get it good enough. I have had a membership before, but anyway. So that's that. So if you can do that for me, you know, I'll tee it up, and then you could just do it. I'm going to try to do three groups a week. Again, about 24, 25 websites, or 25 attorneys that I'm reaching out to. So I figure if I can make myself a goal of doing it 3 times a week, then that would be great. So get at it. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll keep on going.